me? You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education, re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it then?
Now that would be telling.
Ladders are a socially acceptable way to reach a rooftop. Climbing on them.
I am alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see. And then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassins fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions, your rank as well. You are a novice, a child once more, as you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
But that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor.
Yes, begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
I know what I saw. Musun opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Masun did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the Weaver. He can name Masun's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
What do you think you're doing? Guards!
ever see someone do that before? I haven't.
God damn you! Leave me alone! I'd leave if I were you, before I really get angry.
I see the way you look at it. Hear the things you say. A traitor? I'm not a traitor. It's Al-Mualim who's betrayed us. You'll see. Soon, all your eyes will be opened to the truth. We stand upon the threshold between this world and a new one. A better place where all might live as equals. But man like Al-Mualim would see this dream destroyed. You'll see. Soon, all your eyes will be opened to the truth. We stand upon the threshold between this world and a new one. A better place where all might live as equals. But man like Al-Mualim would see this dream destroyed. Today's attack was but the first. And more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies. all wish to be disturbed. You should not have done that!
Enough! I yield! I yield! Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Mualim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our Brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die. You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the Crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damas. Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. You must be busy. I understand. Infidels! To the infidels! You must be busy. I understand. You must be busy. I understand.
Don't toss your weapons around so carelessly. You won't often get a
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect. The work of a master. You must be busy. I understand. You must be busy. I understand. It takes time to draw another blade. Ensure your first attack is also your last. Do not merely hold your blade, become one with it.
That must have hurt. Please, be more careful. I could have been killed.
Countering a strong attack will leave your enemy vulnerable.
Whoa.
Don't let him get away! That's him! There! Get him! Give up! You've nowhere to run! Impotent! You will die here! Yeah! Yeah! Not mine! There! Come quickly! Don't let him get away! You hide like a rat! I found him! He's here! I will catch you!
Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtuldu. Bu sefer kaçmasına izin vermeyelim. Kalabalığın içine karışmayı seviyor. Gözünüzü dört açın. Kimsenin sizi kandırmasına izin vermeyin. Ha! Ha! Ya!
When you're out of knives, refill your stock by returning to Masyaf, or by pickpocketing.
Heretic! Please, I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this?
I'll
Way
have your
out.
head!
I'll have your head!
Mine!
Is that the last of them? I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it.
Come on! I've much to serve! Come.
Hypocrisy, filth, blasphemy!
I like that in a customer.
Please, I've done nothing wrong! Why are you There's nowhere to run, old man! Help! I need help! Please, anyone! There's nowhere to run, old man! Don't hurt me, please!
Come see what I've brought.
Help! I need help! Please, anyone! Heretic! Acting like a child.
No, well, there's not much. I have many things. Too many things.
Like what you see? You, sir! You look like you need something. You'll find it here, and sure of it.
Your search has come to an end.
Horrors in their
And
wake!
anything anyone could possibly
Al-Hadid rides to meet him. That
I am at your service.
might be our end. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is He, find favor with us, that He may grant us victory. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem. We must end this before it ever comes to begin. That city is ours, and always
Remember to reach out for ledges should you fall.
Want the bargain? I'm your man. Come, come.
whatever we wish. Stop this, please. You're hurting me.
Follow my Lord God.
Help! I need help! Please, anyone!
You've no reason to be out there, my friend. If there's anything I can help you with, anything at all,
You, sir! You look like you need something. You'll find it here, sure of it.
Yes, come. Let me show you everything I have. This, you are finished. Listen here, citizens. If you're tired of shoddy goods, then come see me. My merchandise is without fear. I've got what you need. I'm sure of it. Take a look. See if I'm not right. I've got it. Good day, my friend. If there's anything I can help you with, anything at all, do not...
Be wary,
You
friend.
won't find battle places anywhere.
Everywhere. Watching. Waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong. Strong like Salahadin. Take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, the evil is
Do that again and I'll
fires
stop
of
it.
war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in.
I could have
There
been
is
hurt.
no greater glory than this.
Steve, I'll have your hand for that.
I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no
You are
stopping
filth!
him. He will march on Jerusalem next.
Stop it,
We
please!
must end this before it has a chance to begin.
Die,
He
Steve!
is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it
Die,
until
Steve!
death. The Crusaders must be destroyed.
You're hurting me!
Curse him!
What have
Curse
I
the
done wrong?
Christian
He's
king
called
and
another
his
meeting.
army of infidels.
What is it this time? Another warning? Another execution?
No, he has work for us to do.
Which means we won't be paid.
He's abandoned the ways of the Merchant Guild. Does as he pleases now.
He treats us as if we were his servants.
And the guard does nothing to stop him.
Enough! We must go. If we're late, he'll be angry, and we'll suffer for it.
Perhaps one day, someone will have the courage to stand up to him.
Perhaps. But until that day arrives, we should do as told.
You're hurting me.
I'll have your hand for that!
Be strong. Strong like Saladin.
You are
Take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can.
What have I done
Fires
wrong?
of war consume the land.
You are
Thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy.
You dare steal in
but
my
I say
presence?
This is an
That will
honor.
cost you your life!
Die in service to God, fighting for
Dirty
what we
Steve,
believe
I'll
in.
have your hand for that!
There is no greater glory than this.
Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
South comes the English king and
You are
filth. They leave
That
horror.
hurts! Stop it, please!
Saladin rides
Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
Steve! You are filth!
Won't anyone help me?
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Oh dear, what did he do?
Has he lost his mind? Why would he do that?
Oh my.
Such a strange man.
Has he lost his mind?
I'll have your head! Yeah!
You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have.
Doing this to me?
Good day, my friend.
I've done nothing
Is there
wrong.
anything I can help you with?
Die, thief!
Good.
Why are you doing this to me? I've done nothing wrong.
Thief! You are filth!
Let me go.
Die, thief! Thief! You are filth!
Please, help me.
Die, thief! Die, thief! Die, thief! Thief! You are filth! Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Please, someone do something.
Die, thief!
Let me go. Why are you doing this to me? I've done nothing wrong.
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Please, help
Your
me.
presence annoys me. Hey! You look familiar.
Please, someone do something.
You are filth!
If you value your
Apologize
life,
for that.
you won't do that again.
I'm telling you, it's rats.
No, it's children. I hear them laughing.
Rats or children. Either way, it's bad for business. All that noise!
Someone needs to get up on those beams and clear them out.
I wonder how they're getting up there.
Must be through the central courtyard.
Then we should ask the guard to have a look.
Ah, they're all much too busy polishing the backside of their master.
I am at your service.
Praise be, Salahadin! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of Israel! They go against the will of God. Must be made to pay. Everywhere they rise.
You there! Yes, you! Come! Come! See what I do offer!
You won't believe your eyes! You seem to know exactly what you want. I like that in a customer. I have many things, many things. Too many things.
That will cost you your life!
You are wise indeed, which is why you've come to me.
I'll have your hand for that! Thief! You are filth!
What have I done wrong? Tell me, please! Stop it, please! You're hurting me! That hurts! Stop it, please!
اغرب عن وجهي.
I'll have your daughter right way! Pathetic! Me while you still can! Your life is now! Get away from me!
Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
What happened here?
What happened?
Do you do such an awful thing?
What happened here?
He's going to hurt himself. When he does, I won't help him.
What a fool! God save him. He's gone mad. What's wrong? What is he doing? Is there a reason?
Where is the one
What is
responsible?
that man thinking?
What is he doing? Why would anyone do that? God save him. He's gone mad. Don't do that. responsible!
Oh dear, how could this have happened?
Just before Hattin, the Saracens were low on food and in desperate need of resupply. But there was no relief in sight.
What a fool!
Tamir drove a caravan in those days between Damas and Jerusalem. But recent business had been poor. It seemed there were none in Jerusalem who wanted what he had, fruits and vegetables from nearby farms. Tamir drove a caravan in those days between Damas and Jerusalem. But recent business had been poor. It seemed there were none in Jerusalem who wanted what he had, fruits and vegetables from nearby farms. As Tamir drove his caravan north, he came across the Saracen leader and his starving men. Most fortunate for them both, each having something the other wanted. Jerusalem, but recent business had been poor. It seemed there were none in Jerusalem who wanted what he had, fruits and vegetables from nearby farms. So Tamir gave the man his food, and when the battle was finished, the Saracen leader saw to it that the merchant was repaid 1,000 times. So Tamir gave the man his food, and when the battle was finished, the Saracen leader saw to it that the merchant was repaid 1,000 times.
I stand before you to deliver a warning. When Richard takes Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. Praise be Sarahadi! Strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake.
So, how did you manage to do it?
It wasn't easy, my friend. No, not at all. Cursed merchant caught me trying to steal from him. Called for help.
I can't imagine the guards were pleased.
At least a dozen of them appeared. All well armed and spoiling for a fight.
What did you do?
I ran over, under, and through the crowd. Knocked over a few stalls for good measure. But they kept coming.
Then how did you escape?
With a little help from my friends.
What do you mean?
There's a couple of my brothers who gather around the southeastern exit of the souk. They let me pass and then turned their attention towards the guards. Kept them distracted while I got away. Without their help, I wouldn't be here right now.
Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can! Praise be Salah-ad-Din! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong, strong like Salah-ad-Din, and take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. But I say, this is an honor to die in front. Fighting for what we believe in. No greater glory than this. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Joppa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. Praise be Salah-ad-Din! How reckless can one get?
Let go of me! I've done nothing wrong!
Die, thief!
Need help!
Weha! Die! Infidel! Out of the way! God save us! Me now! You will not live! Won't be
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
This is terrible. What happened to you? Oh no, what happened?
God almighty.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Gel buraya. Gel buraya. Fabricating horrors in their wake! Infidels! Stop running! You cannot escape! You won't get away from me! Give up! You know it! Run! Nicht der Kajun! Stay on him!
He's going to hurt himself.
He does. I will find that man.
What a fool! Open your eyes! I'll have your hand for that! I can hear you breathing. Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! You are wise indeed. Which is why you've come to me. God is already dead. Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! This maybe. No? Well, there's more. Much more. Come, people! Come see what I have to offer! You are filth! You...
Why are you doing this? What have I done?
You seem to know. Die, thief!
Why are you doing this? What have I done?
Finest wares in all the land. Could I interest you in this meal? No? Well, there's more.
For today only, I've decided to reduce their steal in my presence. Come, that will cost you your life.
Let go of me. I've done nothing wrong.
Tamahal.
Pay for your sin! Pay for your sin! Get him! I will catch you!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Finest ware in all the land.
Oh, may God have mercy.
Everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have. Tired of never finding anything useful at the other merchant stalls? That won't happen here.
Come, people. Come see what I have to offer. For today only, I've decided to reduce prices on everything. Come, come. Could I interest you in some of my wares?
Come see what I have to offer. Everything true.
I have exactly
Everything
what you need.
perfectly priced. Finest wares in all the land. Could I interest you in...
Yes, come.
No,
I have a
well,
good
there's
deal.
much more.
Everything perfect. I've decided to reduce prices on everything. Come, come.
I've anything. You won't find better prices anywhere. Could I interest you in this?
Come on.
No?
Yes, come.
Well, there's more.
Let me show you
Do you understand?
Yes, I am to deliver the letter to your merchant friend.
And you know who to see?
The same man as always.
Do not think to betray my presence in this city. We have many eyes, many ears.
And many arms, yes. Good for silencing those who say too much. I know this well. You have my word.
Good. Then be quick about it. Time is short.
You dirty thief! How dare you!
Should Richard take Joppa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin.
You are filth!
What have I done wrong? Tell me, please.
Alarislik!
You're a death snare! Infidel, die!
It's good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
What happened here? Oh.
Who saw what happened here?
This man wants to kill me!
Richard take Joppa, there will be no stopping. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours.
You dare steal in my presence?
Let me go!
Thief! You are filth!
Please, help me!
Die, thief!
Please, someone do something!
Dirty thief, I'll have your hand for that! Dirty thief, I'll have your hand for that! Thief! You are filth!
Let me go! Why are you doing this to me? I've done nothing wrong.
ردوها علي.
Impudent die! Anyone see it? Found him! I'll chase you down! After him! Faster! How can one expect to defeat? Don't get away from me! Don't let him get away!
Give up! Nowhere to run! Get up! No chance.
Again!
Use the scholars you have rescued to pass unnoticed.
For today only, I've decided to reduce prices on everything. Come! Could I interest you in some of my wares? Yes, come. Let me show you everything I have. Well, now, I have everything you'll ever need.
And so Tamir left, riding north and wondering what would become of his supplies. For soon, they would surely spoil. That should have been the end of this tale and the poor man's life. But fate intended otherwise. So Tamir gave the man his food, and when the battle was finished, the Saracen leader saw to it that the merchant was repaid 1,000 times. As Tamir drove his caravan north, he came across the Saracen leader and his starving men. Most fortunate for them both, each having something the other wanted. Die, thief!
على رسلك.
Don't have your head! What are you doing? Drown forever! Get away from me!
Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
Quickly! He's killed someone!
God almighty!
Tragic. Oh no! What happened?
You're a good man for having helped us. I'm here to repay the favor.
He came across the Saracen leader and his starving men. Most fortunate for them both, each having something the other wanted. So Tamir gave the man his food, And when the battle was finished, the Saracen leader saw to it that the merchant was repaid 1,000 times.
That will cost you your life!
As Camille drove his caravan north, he came across
Altair, it is good to see you, and in one piece.
You as well, friend.
I am sorry for your troubles.
Think nothing of it.
A few of your brothers were here earlier, in fact. Oof, if you'd heard the things they said, I'm certain you'd have slain them where they stood.
It's quite all right.
Yes, you've never been one for the creed, have you?
Is that all?
I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget myself. What business brings you to the Mass?
A man named Tamir. Al-Mualim takes issue with the work he does. I meant to end it.
I trust you have searched the area to better understand your enemy.
Yes. Here's what I've learned. Tamir rules over the Souk El Salah. He makes his fortune selling arms and armor, and is supported by many in this endeavor. Blacksmiths, traders, financiers. He's the single largest death dealer in the land.
And have you devised a way to rid us of this blight?
A meeting is being arranged at Souk El Salah to discuss an important sale. They say it's the largest deal Tamir has ever made. He'll be distracted with his work. That's when I'll strike.
Your plan seems solid enough. I give you leave to go. Let Al-Mualim's will be done. You may rest here until you are ready.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life! Dirty thief, I'll have your hand for that! Die, thief! You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life! You dare steal in my presence?
Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake.
Come, people. Come see what I have to offer. Come on, come on. I want to say, I decided to reduce prices on everything.
I beg of you. I beg of you just a few coins, please.
You, sir. You look like you need something. You'll find it here. I'm sure of it. Something caught your eye? No? Well, there's more. Much more.
Someone should
Tired of never finding anything useful at the other merchant stalls? That won't happen here.
finest wares in all the land.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing. Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. Please, sir, have any money? I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
You won't find better prices anywhere.
Please, sir, have any money? No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
The numbers change. Your men have failed to fill the order, which means I have failed my client.
We need more time.
This is the excuse of a lazy or incompetent man. Which are you?
Neither.
What I see says otherwise. Now, tell me, what do you intend to do to solve this problem of ours? These weapons are needed now.
I see no solution. The men work day and night, but your client requires so much, and the destination. It is a difficult route.
Would that you could produce weapons with the same skill as you produce excuses.
I have done all I can.
It is not enough.
Then perhaps you ask too much.
Too much? I gave you everything. Without me, you would still be charming serpents for coin. All I ask in return was you fill the orders I bring you. And you say I ask too much? You dare disrespect me?
Peace, Tamir. I meant no insult.
Then you should have kept your mouth shut!
No! Stop!
Stop? I'm just getting started.
No! Stop!
You came into my souk, stood before my men, and dared to insult me? You must learn your place! No. Leave the body. Let this be a lesson to the rest of you. Think twice before you tell me something cannot be done. Now get back to work. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Where did you...
When you are exposed, throw in soldiers from rooftops.
All I ask is for a few coins.
Not find better items anywhere else, I swear it. You there! Yes, you! Come! See what I do offer!
Could you spare a few coins?
Pathetic.
Please,
Absolutely
please.
pathetic.
Just a few
Where
coins.
did you learn your craft?
Please. My family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins. Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
I can sell this.
I beg of you.
Melt it down and try again.
Just a
And
few
if it comes
coins.
out just I held my own.
All I ask is for a few coins.
This is a waste of my time.
I'll take you down! How can one expect to
Be at peace.
You'll pay for this. You and all your kind.
It seems you're the one pays now, my friend. You'll not profit from suffering any longer.
You think me some petty death dealer, suckling at the breast of war? A strange target, don't you think? Why me, when so many others do the same?
You believe yourself different, then?
Oh, but I am. For I serve a far nobler cause than mere profit. Just like my brothers.
Brothers?
Ah, but he thinks I act alone. I am but a piece. A man with a part to play. You'll come to know the others soon enough. They won't take kindly to what you've done.
Good. I look forward to ending their lives as well.
Such pride. It will destroy you, child.
Over here!
Come no further. Anything I can help you with? Anything
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kaçmaz ki. Burada! Korkak! Burada! Bu tarafta! İşte kaçıyor! Durdurun! Gel buraya!
Tired of never finding anything useful at the other merchant stores? You'll find it here.
Glorious and exalted is he! Finds favor with us! Let me make grant us victory!
If you're tired of shopping goods, then come see me.
Praise be Saladin! Found the strength to stand at the defense of our great civilization!
You there! Yes, you! Come! See what I do offer!
Very existence we are fighting for! The infidel seems we are all fighting for the world! We must resist! We must push back!
You dare steal my treasure?
Word has reached me of your victory, Altair. You have my gratitude and my respect.
Thank you.
It is a shame that the other assassins continue to hold you in such poor regard.
Rafik, I do not care what the others think of me.
As you wish, Altair. You should bring news of your victory to Al-Mualim. I'm certain he has more work for you to do.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Out of the machine, Mr. Miles.
What's the matter, Doc?
Miss Stillman is once again insisting I let you rest.
So, feel like telling me who put the stick up his ass?
We have a deadline. 1 week. Well, 6 days now.
Deadline?
I can't talk about it.
Man, put yourself in my shoes. I'm being held hostage by a group of scientists. At least I think you're scientists. And forced to spend all day in some crazy-ass machine. You won't tell me what you're looking for or why you want it, but I'm supposed to be thanking you for keeping me alive. This is so fucked. Sorry, but it is.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see. I don't know. Maybe give me some answers?
I can't. And it's better this way. Safer.
Safer for who?
Both of us.
Hey, you know what? I've got a question I think you can actually answer.
What's up?
Why is it that sometimes the guys in there talk like they're from the future?
The future?
I mean the present. Now, today, whatever.
You've probably noticed that English has become the official language of the Holy Land.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The Animus is translating speech it deems vital into more modern English, so expect a few anachronisms. I could probably make it more authentic, but... You ever read Chaucer?
Who?
Yeah, definitely not for you.
Can you tell me more about Abstergo? What goes on here? Beyond the whole keeping me prisoner thing.
Abstergo is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Their primary focus is antidepressants. There's some information on the computer over there.
But you already said this isn't about testing a drug. So what's the deal?
I don't like where this is going.
So it's safe to assume the Animus is not a part of their public face.
What, you haven't seen the commercials?
Oh my god. She has a sense of humor.
I'm sorry, Desmond. I've got a lot of work to do. Like I said, if you want to know more about the company, take a look at the computer. The telecommunications stuff is particularly interesting.
Let's go, Mr. Miles. Time's wasting.